Pittsburgh CLO's 2026 PNC Summer of Musicals. Feel the music with Beautiful, the Carole King musical, the inspiring story of a girl from Brooklyn who became a chart-topping legend. Mean Girls, the fiercely funny smash hit musical based on Tina Fey's hit film. And don't miss the Tony Award-winning sensation, Suffs, the bold, brilliant story of the women who fought tirelessly for the right to vote. 3 must-see shows, 1 unforgettable summer of musicals. This June and July at the Benedum Center. Get your tickets today. PittsburghCLO.org.
Today's episode is supported by AIDS-Free Pittsburgh. There are more than 5,000 people living with HIV in southwestern Pennsylvania, and the Ryan White HIV/AIDS program provides support services to help them get the care they need. That includes assistance with things like healthcare, medications, housing, transportation, food, and treatment for substance use disorders. Visit AIDSFreePittsburgh.org to learn more.
This is CityCast Pittsburgh. I'm Megan Harris, and here's what Pittsburgh's talking about. Y'all, it is backyard barbecue season, and no cookout feels complete without a big bag of chips. Luckily, Pennsylvania is the potato chip capital of the world. I'm serious. And consider this your excuse to shop local. Today, we're bringing back our taste test with CityCast Philly and sharing which bags and brands we recommend. Look, y'all, I couldn't help myself. I have already dug into these chips before we even turned on the mic. I am with CityCast Pittsburgh newsletter editor Francesca DeBecco.
Hello. Good to be with you today.
And CityCast Philly host Trinae Nari and Philly's executive producer Matt Katz. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
What's up, Mariam?
Good. I'm glad everybody's got the memo.
We're going to have to talk with our mouths open and eat these chips.
Pennsylvania is a snack food center. Everyone knows that we have like all kinds of yummy goodies all over the state. But I was not aware that potato chips was one of them.
I never thought of Pennsylvania as a hub for like growing potatoes. So I never realized that our state has such a rich history of making potato chips. So like, how did that even become a thing? We don't really grow a lot of potatoes. So why do we make potato chips in such a massive way?
That is a great question, Matt. And I dug into the history for us a little bit. But let's go back to like when people say potato chips like first came on the map. They weren't invented here, but it's hard to say when they were invented for sure at all because, you know, frying potatoes isn't necessarily an unheard of concept. But they did become popular in Saratoga Springs, New York in 1853, thanks to George Crumb. He was a Black and Indigenous chef known for his Saratoga chips. And by the time word got around and they became popular around the turn of the 19th century, potato chips fit into Pennsylvania's agriculture and food customs almost perfectly. Our state has acidic soil and a humid climate that makes it ideal for growing these chipping potatoes. But what's interesting is that it kind of worked into the Pennsylvania Dutch community we have here. You guys know about the areas where Pennsylvania Dutch people live in Pennsylvania?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Yeah, like all over, but especially in the eastern side of the state.
Yeah, definitely. So these descendants of German-speaking European immigrants, they put their own twist on it, and they tried frying potato chips in lard. So that makes them extra flavorful and more crunchy. And some brands keep this tradition alive today, like Utz, their grandma-style kettle chip, and Gibbles. They have a K and Ray's style.
Whoa, they're still using lard?
Yeah.
Ooh, this is not good for my diet.
And if you look at the map where they're produced, you'll notice a belt line along the southern and eastern part of the state. And this almost perfectly overlaps the areas where Pennsylvania Dutch communities live, like Lancaster and York counties. And in Lancaster County, the Adamstown area, there's a company, Goods, that have been making chips since 1886, and they're now in their 6th generation. So that's a little bit of the history about how they got here and really became, you know, ingrained in our in our food culture.
Okay, so there's a lot of brands, and we're going to introduce some of those brands. In this episode, you might have seen them at the corner stores, at the Poppy stores, at Acme, ShopRite. What stores did you guys get your chips from over in Pittsburgh?
At the Giant Eagle, at the Costco. Surprising number of them are available at the big box stores.
What about Sheets and Wawa?
Do they even have chips at Sheets?
They have plenty of chips at Sheets. I will have none of your bad mouthing, Matt.
Yes, you can definitely find them at Sheets or Wawa if you're in Philly. So let's start with the big three chips. We have Hers, Wise, and Utz.
Okay, I'm going to start off with Hers.
I've got the sour cream and onion, the ridged.
Jalapeno for us. We're really starting off strong, blowing out the palate right out of the gate.
I know, that's the one I have too. I have the jalapeno kettle cooked chip with a mild heat, but I also have Hers honey barbecue. And this one has like those ridges. You know, it's a ridge chip.
Ooh,
Or
fancy.
Ruffles. I'm sorry. What is it called? Ruffles? Ridges?
Depends on the brand, I think.
Yeah.
This is a really good chip. I'm into this.
Okay, so here's a little backstory about Hers. They're made in Nottingham, Pennsylvania, which is in Chester County. It's the largest privately held family-owned snack food company in the U.S. This is like a really quirky fact. They're really big into recycling. So back in 1983, the company decided, okay, we need to start, being better stewards of the environment, I guess. And so they have a cattle farm that eats the rejected chips and pretzels. And then they decided to crank it up a notch. And Hers' plant water is actually used to irrigate those pastures.
Very fascinating. I love a little bit of sustainability.
One thing I like about Hers is the mascot, Chipper the Chipmunk.
I feel like not enough people know about Chipper the Chipmunk. He's not like a widely marketed mascot for Hers.
Yeah, he's not even on my bag of sour cream and onion.
I don't see him. I don't see him on here.
Yeah, I don't see him either. But maybe if you take a tour at the plant in Chester County, you can find him.
Yes.
One thing I like about Hers is in Philly, we have this, it's kind of like a tradition now, but Hers has this limited edition chip promotion called Flavored by Philly. So the company teams up with local small businesses and they create these really flavorful limited edition chips. And snackers all around can vote on who's got the favorite chip. We're going to be in our 4th year doing this contest because the company said they're going to run it again this year. But the last year's winner was Romano's Stromboli Special Hot Chips. It was like a savory, cheesy, spicy chip.
Spicy chips, I think we're going to learn, are very hot right now, so to speak. They are, that seems to be the thing. Everybody wants a hot chip.
I love Hers' cheddar horseradish kettle chip. Oh my God. Anything with a little spice, with a little flavor, like a sour cream and onion.
That's what I'm eating right now. Hers sour cream and onion. And it's a crisp, delicious, really as perfect as you can get when it comes to a potato chip.
If you're sensitive to the spice level, try the Hers honey barbecue. That's what I'm having. It's flavorful, but not spicy.
I like these jalapeno, though. They're not aggressive. It's a good flavor, but it's not going to kick you in the teeth with the spice.
I agree. It doesn't have a ton of that back heat either, but it also has that perfect crunch.
There's a little sassiness in there. I can feel it in the side of my mouth.
All right, Megan, we got to get to another brand. You're choosing Wise.
Wise chips. If you note the packaging here that I'm holding up for y'all to see, there's a little owl eye here.
I've got an owl on mine too.
Yeah,
Classic.
they put their
Branded.
mascot on their chips.
Yeah.
The Wise potato chips are made in Berwick, Pennsylvania. So that's over in Columbia County. They are now nationally distributed, but they popped on the scene in 1921. So they just celebrated a whole century.
I'm having the onion and garlic flavor, which is
us
kind of
too.
an unusual flavor combo, I think.
I'm getting a classic sour cream and onion.
I think the onion and garlic is kind of surprising because sour cream and onion is the classic. So I love garlic, though.
Guys, my chips have no flavor.
Yeah, I was going to say, for the involving onion and garlic, I don't taste a lot of either.
I don't know. I'm getting a lot of garlic out of mine. And the onion is kind of in that cooked down Vidalia kind of vibe.
All right, I'm going to try this one. This is a Wise Ridges, they call it, not Ridges, Ridges Sweet Heat BBQ.
But the originator is Earl Wise, so named it after his own surname. He was a grocer. He started making potato chips to try to use up a surplus of potatoes. Of course, he's got that familiar owl logo. They make them in regular, ruffled, kettle cooked. We just have the regular here in that onion and garlic flavor. But they also have honey barbecue, honey butter.
I got the honey barbecue, Megan.
Do you have the New York deli flavor? Because that one
Oh,
sounded...
what is that?
I have no idea.
What is that like? It tastes like pastrami?
I want it to taste like ham, like just a little bit like ham. I hope that that's what it tastes like.
Probably just like a hoagie, you know? All of those like meaty vegetable flavors stacked on top of each other.
I don't think this is as complete of a flavor, the onion and garlic, as the jalapeno was in the hers.
Mm-hmm.
And the texture is also lighter.
That's not fair, though. This is a regular potato chip, and those were kettle cooked. So
Yeah.
got to keep things in context.
Yeah, comparatively, they're just a little bit lighter and they kind of melt in your mouth a little bit more.
Matt, I think you've got the next round, a classic. I think everybody knows this brand.
Utz is maybe Pennsylvania's greatest or best known export. Just
Greatest export. Matt's going in hot.
forget steel. Utz is where it's at when it comes to Pennsylvania exports known to the world. This company is in Hanover, PA, which is south of Harrisburg over in York County. Nationally distributed brand. You get your salt and vinegar, your red hot, your sour cream and onion. Started in 1921 with William and Sally Utz, and they are now, as of a few years ago, publicly traded. They're on the stock market. They are their letters are UTZ, which makes a lot of sense.
Cute.
Okay, what flavors you guys got from Utz?
Cheddar and sour cream.
We've got the sour cream and onion ruffled.
Okay, I've got fried dill pickle.
Oh, you got
I love
some
it.
fancy flavors.
That's a good one.
Oh, you taste too much like pickle. No good.
That's like drowning in chips right now.
There's no such thing as too much pickle.
Oh my God, it tastes exactly like a pickle, but it's not a pickle, so it tastes very strange in my mouth.
Pittsburghers would love
Package that up, send it on our way.
I gotta chase that pickle with some Utz sour cream and onion.
Oh, I forgot. We also have an Utz original.
Do you feel like Utz Original is greasy?
I mean, it kind of has the same vibe as like a regular plain Lay's, which no one picks. Let's be honest. If you're in the store and there's any other option, you're not going for the original. So I don't know if it's greasy, but it's just like that classic potato chip vibe. I'm a kettle girl myself.
Got it.
I gotta admit, Utz is a classic, but this little girl in the front is a little creepy.
It is creepy.
I think you could rock that bow, Francesca. You actually have a similar like vibe going on.
Could I be the Utz girl for Halloween?
1,000%. Today's episode is sponsored by the Frick Pittsburgh Museums and Gardens. If you want a taste of Paris right here in Pittsburgh, their next exhibition is perfect. French Modern's Matisse Renoir Degas is coming very soon. We're getting in work from really famous French artists, painters, and sculptors, folks like Cézanne and Rodin. And you don't need to be a dedicated student of art history to appreciate this work. Yes, they are legends now, but back in their day, these artists were considered radicals. And some really put a foundational mark on art movements that we still celebrate today. Things like realism, impressionism, cubism, surrealism, and more. I feel like it's easy to forget, but it's in part because of artists and masterworks like these that we think about Paris and Parisian culture the way we still do today. I, for one, am really excited to see this exhibition, maybe chase it with a stop by the Frick's little cafe and a stroll through the gardens. It's going to be so much fun. Look for French Modern's Matisse Renoir Degas at the Frick starting June 20th and get your tickets at thefrickpittsburgh.org. CityCast Pittsburgh is brought to you today by Quantum Theater. You know, I meet a lot of people that are trying to get into Pittsburgh's theater scene. They're trying a show here or there. I want to recommend Quantum. They've got a show coming up called The Tempest. Director Carla Booz has been involved in our art scene here for more than 30 years, and she is ending her time with Quantum on a high note. She is directing Shakespeare's The Tempest. It's this epic play that's all about power, revenge, forgiveness, transformation. And y'all, they found the perfect setting, the Carrie Blast Furnaces over in Rankin. If you have never been, it's like stepping back in time. And since Quantum is all about immersive experiences, I am betting the audience is going to get a unique taste of all that metal and machinery right there on the Mon. If you haven't checked out Quantum yet, now is your time. The Tempest opens July 17th and runs through August 23rd. Get your tickets today at quantumtheater.com/tempest. Okay, so we've tried the big three brands here in Pennsylvania, but I don't think we've gotten to why this is a thing here at all. Francesca, do you have any more history to share? Like, I don't know, how did we become the capital of the world? Is that really a thing?
Yeah. I mean, we're pretty widely known as that. We talked about the big three brands. Those ones are the big three because they are nationally distributed. But we have more than a dozen manufacturers across the state. There was this recent study by the Consumer Brands Association from 2024, and it found that packaged goods like snacks contribute to over $111 billion in the state's economy.
Wow.
So that's a ton. And, why it works here, why potato chips are a big thing, this is kind of speculating, but there are a couple reasons why I think they really took off. First of all, we have a lot of pride for PA-made stuff here. I know you guys probably feel that way in Philly. You guys have great snacks out there. And our grocery stores and outlets tend to buy and sell Pennsylvania chips more than some of the well-known national brands. Plus, coming back to this, we have a unique convenience store culture here. You'll find
Sheetz.
Sheetz and Wawa for sure. So some of these brands are a little bit harder to find than others. I don't know how many stores you guys had to go to.
It sounds like the delivery trucks here with more chips outside our window.
Maybe. So let's get into some of those ones that, aren't as widely known, but still are, proud PA-made goods.
Yeah, so one of them is Wrap Snacks. Guys, I went to about 3 different corner stores here in Philly to find a variety of different wrap snacks. And I know Matt's got some as well. But this is such a unique company. It was started by a guy named James Lindsay. He's the founder and CEO of Wrap Snacks. He's from Philly, went to Cheney University. The headquarters is in Miami, though. But it was last known that these chips were being produced in Chambersburg, which is in Franklin County. James started this company back in 94. And so they'll be celebrating about 31 years this year.
This is the kind of chip that you really can only get in what a lot of people in Philly call the Pappy store, which is basically your corner bodega. And the branding on these chips are just phenomenal. They all have, as you can imagine, a rap tie-in. So I've got here...
Yeah, we couldn't find them, but I was looking at pictures of them on the internet. They look really fun.
I've got here Ooey Wavy Little Dirk Buttermilk Ranch.
I've got Little Baby barbecuing with honey heat.
Oh, I got Master P barbecuing with my honey.
Oh.
With Master P filling up the packaging.
Yeah, the whole face just right there.
Wait, I've got Wrap Snacks Icon. OG barbecue cheddar with Snoop Dogg.
Okay. I see your Snoop Dogg, Trinae, and I raise you Rick Ross sweet chili lemon pepper.
Oh, lemon pepper. I think you got me on that one. I love lemon pepper. But wait. Little Baby has another one. It's called All In Flavor. Listen to this flavor combination. Salt and vinegar, barbecue, onion, garlic, and more. I guess it's like a mystery.
Is that this one? Is that the Little Baby All In Hot?
No. Oh, you got the hot version. I don't have the hot version.
Okay, point of order. It's Lil Baby, not Little Baby. What is wrong with you people?
What did I say? I say little?
That's it.
Little Baby?
Little Baby.
Lil Baby.
All right. Well, then I'll try Little Baby, all in hot flavor, salt, vinegar, barbecue, onion, garlic, cayenne pepper, and more. The and more is disconcerting.
Yeah, that's the mystery. All right, guys, this is so incredible how James grew this brand because he landed partnerships with Universal Music Group. So that's how you get hip hop artists on these packaging. Matt's face is scrunched up like
His
I'm trying to think of an
reaction.
analogy, like if you bit into an onion.
The and more just got me in the back of the throat.
It did? Okay, now I gotta try it.
Got to get that water handy.
Matt, better or worse than the dill pickle?
Everything is better than the dill pickle.
Matt, what's wrong with you? I can handle these chips. It's fine.
Give it a second.
Okay, I literally taste each and every individual flavor. That's crazy.
Whoa. Is that like Willy Wonka style in a chip? Like all of the meals condensed
Today, you're
into
turning
one?
into a chip.
I'm so impressed with your haul, guys. Thank you so much for sharing these. We will have to get our hands on them. I love your reactions here.
And guys, you know what's another cool thing about the packaging? I think that's really what it is. It's the packaging. Little Baby's packaging says hard work pays off. So it's like inspiring. It's motivating.
Forget fortune cookies.
It's less creepy than the Utz girl eating chips on the package. She's like, hey, eat some Utz. And the wise owl just looking at us.
I think the one through line from all of these potato chips, actually, with maybe the exception of Wrap Snacks, is that the branding is pretty old school.
Yeah, the Weiss reminds me of my childhood. It's very ancient, it feels like.
Yeah, super nostalgic. So let's get into another kind of classic brand. We have Snyder of Berlin. These guys are uniquely Western PA, which is why we're talking about them here over in Pittsburgh. They are made in Somerset County, not to be confused with Snyder of Hanover. You guys know that these are two separate companies?
See, I didn't know that. I thought all Snyder was the pretzels.
Yeah, so Snyder of Hanover makes the pretzels that everyone knows and loves. But the history of the brand started in the 1920s. They used to be the same company, but then they split into two around 1950.
I wonder what the backstory there was.
I don't know. One took pretzels, one took potato chips. They
Right.
just broke the baby in half.
Yep. So in 1947, Snyder family joined other farmers and businesses and opened a potato chip factory nestled in the Laurel Highlands. And like I said, they are particularly Western PA. In 2014, they changed their packaging to include PA landmarks on the backs, like Ohio Powell Falls and the Great Allegheny Passage Trail. So that's pretty cool.
That is
They
cool.
have a lot of interesting flavors. We have honey barbecue here today, but they have like Hawaiian sweet onion, and I'm so curious about sweet and sassy.
I have had sweet and sassy before. It is as advertised. There's like a sour thing that happens like back here in the back of your throat.
I like that feeling.
These
Little
may be for
sassy.
you. We'll have to mail you some. Honey barbecue happening over here. So these are standard. Nice orange color. Not a strong flavor. I think these are a good sandwich chip, like the kind of chips you put literally in the sandwich and
Oh, yeah.
smash.
Yeah.
They'd be good for that.
This is exactly what I think of when I think of like barbecue potato chip, which must kind of give way to its nostalgia and its locality here.
And then we've got a bonus round here, Diefenbach's. They have a sister brand called Uglies. They're made in Womelsdorf, Pennsylvania. They're made in Berks County. I feel more confident about that. So there's the Diefenbach, that's like the classic brand. And then they started the Uglies one in 2017 because they're allegedly made with potatoes that are cosmetically imperfect.
Right.
So they might have been discarded. So this is like, you know, a way to help the environment, not waste any potato chips.
Yeah, it says some chips in the bag may have cosmetic challenges, but they're all delicious, and beauty is in the eye of the chip holder.
Aw.
Yes.
I love that messaging. Let's check it out.
Yes.
See how ugly these things are. I've got the Buffalo Ranch flavor.
Oh, I feel like, I don't know, it looks more natural. So in 2024, Uglies brand reached a milestone of 25 million pounds of potatoes saved.
But these also have like a separate like kind of reason to support. So they have a big commitment towards reducing food waste, using the ugly potatoes. But they also donate 10% of their proceeds to an organization called Viva Kids to fight hunger. So that's kind of fun.
They really are. Every chip really looks totally different. It's wild. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them are like folded over.
Yeah, the edges of mine look like they actually were once potato chips.
I mean, it is crazy how hard it is to open this bag. I am trying one more Uglies. This is the jalapeno flavor. Let's see if I can handle the heat.
Poor Matt.
That's good. It's very, it's like a tough chip. Like I feel like I could dip it into a thick sour cream dip and it would handle it well.
All right. It is time for the Chippies. So this is the award show that we just created here live on CityCast Pittsburgh and CityCast Philly. We are going to say our favorite flavor. Which chip had the favorite flavor?
I feel like y'all have a lot more to work with in that category because you bought a lot more chips, but I'm definitely going jalapeno Hers chips. That's my winner for flavor.
I'm also going Hers with the Hers sour cream and onion. It's a perfect chip. I don't even know what else to say more about it. It has everything you want. It's a right balance of flavor. It's not too overwhelming. It's versatile. You can put this, have this with your sandwich. You can have it with a dip. You can have it alone. It tastes kind of healthy-ish. It feels like I'm eating a potato-based product.
But it's also got this like powdery like flavor on the chip, and that's why I love them. So the winner for the Chippy Flavor Award goes to Hers sour cream and onion and Hers jalapeno chip. It just goes to Hers. Yay!
Well, we brought our opinions today. This was a lot of fun. Thank you guys, Matt, Trinae, for being with us and eating chips from either side of the state. If you want more, you can find other Pennsylvania brands like Martin's, Goods, Hartley's, and more with our potato chip tour on our websites.
This was a blast, guys. Thanks for inviting us to do this with you. We love eating chips or any kind of food product with our friends on the other side of the state.
Yeah, more Pennsylvania snacks. Thanks, Jens.
Thanks, y'all.
That is all for today here on CityCast Pittsburgh. If you do want to try wrap snacks, we have since found them all over the place. They have really expanded, especially convenience stores downtown. I even saw them at Costco and Homestead the other day. We will also link to the latest flavors from the Hers Flavored by Philly initiative in our show notes. They are now in their 5th year, and they really went all out for America 250. You can support us by leaving a nice review and by becoming a CityCast Pittsburgh neighbor. You can learn more at membership.citycast.fm, and make sure you don't forget about that Warhol party coming up on June 27th. There will be perks for members. This is also our final episode this week. Nothing on Friday in observance of Juneteenth. So our music is by Los Mocachetes, Aaron Taylor Waldman, All the Kimonos, James Bagel, Beautiful, the Carole King musical original Broadway cast recording, and Suff's original Broadway cast recording, with additional mixing by Tyler Lindgren. Mallory Falk is our executive producer. Sophia Lowe produces the show. Francesca DeBecco writes our newsletter. Laura Satsui edited this week. Adrian Gonzalez does all our post-production. Rachel Carlson is our audience development manager. And I'm your host, Megan Harris. We will be back on Monday with more from around the city. Have a great long weekend, everybody.
Do you even eat sandwiches in Pittsburgh? Like, what
Look,
even
we
happens
put
there?
all foods on our sandwiches, so you have to eat them all at the same time.
Including potato chips.